A foundation mentoring story. The missing rungs. At Franklin Heights Elementary, nothing looked broken. The classrooms were full. The teachers were committed. The mission was clear. Every child can succeed. No one disagreed, and yet, by third grade, too many students were already slipping behind. What wasn't visible in the classroom was the divide shaping outcomes that were outside of it, a divide that reflects a broader reality across counties of Ohio, where under-resourced schools are separated from opportunity not by effort, but by the absence of sustained support. Step 1. The principal. Ms. Carter believed in fairness. She gave every student the same instruction, the same time, the same expectations. That's what fairness meant, but by October, she noticed something she couldn't ignore. Two students, Jalen and Sophia, sat in the same classroom. They heard the same lessons. They tried just as hard, but their progress was different. Ms. Carter noticed. Jalen struggled to read simple passages. Sophia moved ahead with confidence. The principal promised equal opportunity, but the outcomes told another story. Step 2. The law. The system followed the law. There were benchmarks. There were intervention rules. There were funding formulas for economically disadvantaged students. Support existed, but it was triggered by failure. By the time Jalen qualified for help, he was already behind, already frustrated, already beginning to disengage. The law was present, but it was not timely, and it was not continuous. Step 3. The policy. That year, the school piloted foundation mentoring. The shift was simple, but structural. Don't wait for failure. Build support early and sustain it. Each at-risk student was paired with a consistent adult mentor, not a tutor, not a short-term intervention, but a steady presence connected to the student's daily life. The system changed in 3 key ways. Early start, K2, not post-failure intervention. A dedicated coordinator to align supports. Integration across school, home, and community systems. This wasn't a new program. It was a different structure, one that connected what already existed into a coherent system. As research and practice show, the difference is not in services alone, but in how they are coordinated, sustained, and matched to student need, dosage. Step 4. The practice. Jalen didn't know anything about policy. What he knew was this. Someone checked in with him every morning. Someone noticed when he was quiet. Someone helped him practice reading, in ways that fit his life, not just the classroom. Someone connected with his guardian, found one when missing, not with compliance, but with support. His mentor became what the system had been missing, not another service. A continuous relationship. The difference. By spring, Jalen was reading at grade level. Homework was completed and checked. Tutoring was focused on his gaps, learning and task discipline. Electronic distractions were limited, not because expectations were lowered, but because support arrived early, consistently, and personally. The system didn't change its goals. It changed its follow-through. The latter, made real. At Franklin Heights, no one talked about frameworks. But the latter became real. Principle. Every child deserves a fair chance. Law. Resources exist. Policy. Foundation mentoring organizes delivery. Practice. A real person ensures continuity. Before, the latter had missing rungs. Now, it had none. The guardian difference. A doctor can write a prescription. A school can set a policy. But neither ensures the outcome. Foundation mentoring adds the missing function. A guardian layer. Someone who ensures the plan is followed, who connects systems, who stays with the child over time. The result we don't see. The biggest change wasn't just test scores. It was this. Fewer students were waiting to fail before someone stepped in. Why it matters, beyond the classroom. This is not only an education issue. It is an economic strategy for Ohio. When students like Jalen succeed, literacy and math improves. Graduation rates rise. Workforce participation increases. Public costs decline. Remediation, justice system, unemployment, and the region benefits from higher earnings and stronger economic activity. Foundation mentoring works because it leverages existing services, anchors them in sustained human relationships, creates accountability across systems, builds a foundation for both learning and economic mobility. Closing. Fairness is the promise. Foundation mentoring is the follow-through. Because a ladder only works when every rung is strong enough to carry a child all the way up. The pillars of foundation mentoring. Questions we ask you to think about. Do you know of schools that would like to be part of a funded pilot? Do you know of programs that can be a building block for foundation mentoring?